Hi everyone, how you doing? Hope everybody's had a great day today. We're here today with one of our referral partners and mortgage loan originators, AJ Hinkel, who's come down from the Delray area to say hello to us today and tell us about the services that he provides. Welcome, AJ. It's nice to have you down in the office.
Thank you, Mario. It's a trip down, but I'm glad that I made it.
I'm glad you're here. One of the things that I wanted to ask you about today was, can you tell us about how long you've been in the real estate and mortgage business and how you got started?
Yeah, I've been in the business since 1997. Originally, I was solely in the mortgage business to start with. I moved down to South Florida in 2003 after selling a mortgage business that I had up in Ohio, and started another mortgage business shortly after down here in Lake Worth.
Okay.
After about 2 years, I kind of decided that it was time to open up a real estate company. So I had a small real estate company, never had my real estate license that I kind of funneled business through. But I never really went out and looked for real estate business. It was kind of just to send some things over. And then whenever the market turned, I got rid of that and went to work with a large lender for a few years. And then I moved back down here in 2011 and got into the real estate business 100%. And after about 5 years, I started Steadfast Realty, 2 years into the real estate business, and then I just started the soul search a little bit because I wanted to get back into the lending business. And it took me about 6 months to find you.
Okay. So let's talk about you finding Strzok & Tanner to make it part of your one-stop shop concept like we are down here in South Florida. Tell me a little bit about your experience so far with processing loans with Strzok & Tanner.
It's been a blessing after being in the business for as many years as I have. Really, the business is based on the processor, and the processor that you guys have is A+. She gets things done on the spot. Mm-hmm. Just last week she was working on something at 8:30 while she was in Pilates, and she got the deal ready to close for the morning. So she does it. She does what she needs to do to make the deals work, and she has not let me down. We've closed everything on time or early.
That's great to hear. AJ, before we continue, if somebody wants to reach you directly, what's the best number to reach you?
561-202-4714.
What is the areas that you service in the state of Florida?
I go down to the northern part of Broward. Then I do all of Palm Beach County, all of St. Lucie County, and Martin County.
That's a pretty big area.
Yeah, my mom and dad live up in Port St. Lucie, so I kind of make a trip out of it. So if I've got clients, I don't market to that area per se, but I get referrals up in that direction, so I'll go and make a trip out of it and hang out with my family.
Okay. And I see loans coming in through our pipeline of people that are moving down from the Northeast, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut. How's that experience been for those clients?
It's been good, and it's been better now that I've teamed up with Strzok & Tanner, because before it was like a lot of times they were dealing with a mortgage company from up in New Jersey or from New York that didn't really know all the makings of a Florida loan with the doc stamps and tangible tax. The fact that in Palm Beach County, the owners pay the owner's policy.
Right.
They don't know that,
right,
unless you're here living it every day. So whenever we partnered up with you, it's been a good experience. I get a lot of referrals from people because everybody's from somewhere else. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times those people can't come down on a day-to-day basis to look at properties. So find out what they're looking for, send it up to them. If they're interested, I'll go out and FaceTime them. Mm-hmm. Or create some short videos and Dropbox it to them, to get the ball rolling. And then once they find something they're ready to pull the trigger on, then we'll ready to come down for a short weekend.
Interesting what technology has done for our business.
Yeah, it's a lot better than the paper faxes that used to turn black.
Right.
So
that is unbelievable. How have your clients received the one-stop shop concept?
I tell you what, I've gotten some really good feedback. They're streamlined. Laura's really streamlined the process. For the most part, by the time by the time we get docs out and they sign everything, it's into the underwriters, and normally it's 24 to 48 hours for approval. So before we ever even have the inspection, a lot of times I've already got an approval in hand with conditions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a great experience. They have not had any complaints. I mean, like I say, we're closing everything earlier on time, which is, rare. Like literally 100% right now have been on time or early.
That's great to hear. I know how dedicated she is. She's basically on like 24/7. I don't know how she does it, but I let her run with the ball, and she seems to get everything done on her schedule, and it's always ahead of schedule for the loan officer. Tell us about Steadfast Realty, which is your company. You're the head broker, and you do a lot of your real estate transactions through Steadfast. Tell us a little bit about that.
Like I say, Steadfast, I started Steadfast about 4.5 years ago. We're just a small boutique office in downtown Delray. I really market to the area, Delray, Boynton Beach, and Boca, up into Lake Worth. I do a lot of investment properties for guys that are outside of the area, and then a lot of relocations, like you said. So it's been a great experience. It's hands-on. Like if you're talking to somebody in Steadfast, you're normally going to work with me or one of my assistants.
Okay.
You're not going to get handed off and forgotten about.
Okay. When you're dealing with clients from out of town, is there an apprehension on their part regarding making that big move? Do they want something to maybe start with and then move into fully? How do you get to a comfort zone on that?
Yeah, it goes both ways. Like I would say 75% of my people are just ready to move. They're tired of, like, if they're up in the New York, New England states, they're tired of the taxes and the cold weather, and they just want to jump right in and move. There's some others that, sometimes what we'll do is we'll set them up and I'll find them like a 6-month off-season rental that's fully furnished so that they can come down, get their feet wet in a couple different areas. But the majority of them are just buying houses or condos.
Good deal. So AJ, before we close this up, what is the best number to reach you directly, whether it's real estate or mortgage, up in those areas that you service?
561-202-4714.
So folks, I'm happy I was able to introduce AJ Hinkel to you. He's a member of our mortgage loan originator team. He has his own real estate company, Steadfast Realty, and he is working the one-stop shop concept like we are down here, but up in the areas again. What are they?
As far north as Port St. Lucie, Martin County, Palm Beach, and the northern side of Broward.
Thanks for coming by, and we really appreciate your business.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Okay.